Sometimes appreciation arrives after absence. While you were present, your effort, patience, and loyalty may have seemed ordinary to them. They assumed that it would always be there. But once the dynamic changed, the difference became clear. What they once overlooked is now impossible to ignore. Now, now they wish they had never taken you for granted. But the realization came too late. There was a time when your presence was constant, your kindness was steady, and your loyalty was reliable. You gave freely. You gave your time, your attention, your support, not because you expected applause, but because that is simply who you are. Yet, yet, while you were there, they did not see it. They did not value your effort. They did not recognize your consistency. They did not appreciate the role that you played in their life. Your words often fell into silence. You would speak, but it felt as though they were not truly listening. You would show up, but it felt as though your presence barely registered. And over time, something became clear to you. You were giving your energy to someone who had grown comfortable receiving it. So you made a quiet decision. You stepped away. You took back your time, your attention, and the care that you once had invested. And once you were gone, the silence that you left behind began to speak. Because suddenly they could see the difference. No one filled the space the way you once did. No one elevated their life the way you had. No one brought the same sincerity, same loyalty, or the same presence. And only then did they begin to understand what they had lost. As it is written in Proverbs chapter 27, verse 1, do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what the day may bring. People often assume that what they have today will remain tomorrow. They grow careless with what is familiar. They delay appreciation, believing there will always be another opportunity. But life does not always grant that chance. Now they look back with regret. They wish they had listened more closely. They wish they had valued you more deeply. They wish they had matched the effort that you gave so naturally. But what they truly regret is not simply losing you. It is realizing that the kind of presence you brought into their life was rare. And once something rare is lost, it is not easily replaced. As it is written in Matthew chapter 25, verse 21, his Lord said to him, well done, good and faithful servant. You were faithful over a few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord. You showed faithfulness in the small things, in the conversations, in support, in loyalty. But when that faithfulness was repeatedly overlooked, you chose something wiser. You chose distance, because you understand a truth that many learn too late. Respect cannot grow where appreciation does not exist. I'd like to end this message with a parable. A man owned a lantern that quietly lit his home every evening. For years it burned faithfully, casting light into every corner of the room. But the man rarely noticed. He grew so accustomed to the light that he stopped tending to the lantern. He stopped refilling the oil. And one night, the lantern finally went out. The house fell into darkness, and only then did the man realize how much that small light had been carrying all along. But by the time that he reached for it, the flame was already gone. The lesson: people often realize the value of someone only after that person is no longer present. Familiarity can cause appreciation to fade. and consistent kindness can be mistaken for permanence. But when respect and effort are not reciprocated, distance becomes necessary. Your decision to walk away is not punishment. It is the natural result of recognizing your worth. And when someone loses access to the light that you once provided, their regret is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is simply to continue walking forward where your presence is recognized and your value is understood. And that's it for this message. I'd like to thank everybody who made it to the end of the video. I'm truly honored by your support. If this message resonated with you at all, please consider dropping a comment, giving me some feedback, hitting the like button, and subscribing. It's been Chris Anisti, and until next time, take care, and God bless you.